field. So when I say somebody versus the field, I'm saying prime Tiger. I'm saying 72-win Bulls. I'm saying KD, Steph Warriors, who, again, like you said, had trouble getting out of there. Sure. The OKC Thunder are not that much better than everybody else for me to say them versus the field. There's just too much competition. We've seen so much in the regular season. They played the Spurs, Nuggets, and Celtics. Overall, a -5 point differential against those teams. They've all taken them to the wire. And the biggest thing for me, beyond the J-Dub injury, which is huge for OKC, has not looked like himself for the entirety of the season, is the fact that you have a team going into the playoffs that are, yes, the favorites, who may not have the best player on the court in the second or the third round, which is something that you have to overcome. I know it's a team.
Oh, they'll have it in the second round.
Well, how things shake up, they may have it. They may have Jokic.
No, they won't see Jokic or Wemby into the conference finals.
Right. Yeah. So
it'll be the conference finals.
Right. Conference finals. They will not have may not have the best player.
May not
have the best player when you talk about SGA and Jokic. Now, SGA could be somebody come clutch time who you want the ball in his hand more than anybody else. But overall, over a 48-minute span, I don't know who the best player on the court is, and that's something that should be really scary for that OKC team.
I think we can say this now, and if it's the last 2 minutes of a serious playoff game, SGA is going to have the ball in his hands, and he's either going to score or get fouled. I don't know if there's a player more that you trust. Maybe even this side of Jokic, because you can double Jokic and everything else. Shea has a way of manipulating the game, and I use manipulating in an affectionate way. He can manipulate the game to where you're afraid to touch him. He's so efficient, and he's going to get a good shot or at least a shot up on goal every time. So when things get tough, I do trust Oklahoma City to play like themselves better than most of these other teams, even the Spurs, who have had their number this year.
I don't know. I think when you talk about the Nuggets, that is a team with the playoff experience, with what we just saw. Look at what they did against San Antonio. That was a team that clicked into championship mode down the stretch. Jokic was playing his best version of defense. Aaron Gordon was playing his best version of defense. And Jokic was saying, I am going to take Wemby and make impossible shots. So in the same way that you can talk about SGA manipulating a game down the stretch, Jokic can absolutely do that at the same level and maybe even better.
Real quick, can we put the odds back up of the title odds here? Obviously, we have the Oklahoma City Thunder leading the way, and then it's the Boston Celtics. I just want to take a look here real quick. So there's the Spurs there at plus 550, the Nuggets at plus 850.
The Oklahoma City Thunder have a problem, and it is not a small problem. It is not a maybe we can figure it out in the playoffs problem. It is a Victor Wembanyama problem. And Stephen A. Smith just said what every Thunder fan has been afraid to admit out loud. The team that Oklahoma City does not want to see is the San Antonio Spurs, because Victor Wembanyama flat out does not like Chet Holmgren. He does not like that man. For whatever reason, whenever he sees him, you just get that look on his face like when you hear a good beat. And he dominates him. And Stephen A. said that competitive hate, has permeated through the rest of the Spurs. Let me set the scene for you. The Thunder just clinched the NBA's best regular season record. 64 wins. They are the sixth team since 1984 to finish as a #1 seed in its conference in 3 or more straight seasons. All those other teams went on to win multiple titles. But Vince Goodwill threw cold water on the hype. He said the NBA moves quicker than ever. The league catches up to you in ways it did not before. And he said he does not think there is a fear factor for the Thunder anymore. David Dennis Jr. then said he is taking the field over OKC. He said when he says somebody versus the field, he means prime Tiger Woods. He means the 72-win Bulls. He means the KD and Steph Warriors, who again had trouble getting out of the West. And the OKC Thunder are not that much better than everybody else for him to say. Them over the field. Then Stephen A. dropped the bomb. He said the Spurs have OKC's number. They have won 4 out of 5 games against the Thunder this season. And when Jalen Williams was asked why they cannot handle the Spurs, he basically admitted they are better. Stephen A. said when a team beats you 4 out of 5 times, that means they are better than you. And this was when Oklahoma City was on a 70-win pace. People thought they were going to get to that Golden State Warriors level. And then here come the Spurs. 24-2 in their last 26 games. And the Spurs are still on their heels. There is no fear. Think about that. The Thunder have been the best team in the NBA all season. They have the MVP frontrunner in Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. They have Chet Holmgren, a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. They have depth. They have shooting. They have everything. But when they see the Spurs, none of that matters. Because Wembanyama turns into a different animal. He dominates Chet. He owns that matchup. And it is not just about stats. It is about the way he carries himself. Stephen A. said you see that look on his face. He wants to destroy Chet. He wants to embarrass him. And that energy spreads to the rest of the Spurs team. They play harder. They play meaner. They play like they have something to prove. And Vince Goodwill added that the Thunder also have to worry about Jalen Williams' hamstring. Is it all the way right? If he is not 100%, that is a huge problem. But the bigger issue is what happens in the conference finals. Because if the Thunder get past the first round, they are looking at either the Spurs or the Nuggets. And David Dennis Jr. made a great point. He said the Thunder may not have the best player on the court in the second or third round. Over a 48-minute span, is Shai Gilgeous-Alexander better than Nikola Jokic? Is he better than Victor Wembanyama? He might be the guy you want with the ball in clutch time. But over an entire game, over an entire 7-game series, Jokic and Wembanyama are different animals. Jokic just showed what he can do against San Antonio down the stretch. He was playing his best version of defense. Aaron Gordon was playing his best version of defense. And Jokic was making impossible shots over Wembanyama. So the Thunder have to go through a bloodbath. First round, probably Minnesota. Anthony Edwards. Rudy Gobert. A team that plays physical defense. Then the second round, either Denver or San Antonio. 2 teams that have beaten them. 2 teams that have players who can neutralize everything OKC does well. And Stephen A. said if the Spurs get to the conference finals, it would be one of the greatest team runs we have ever seen just getting there. Beat Minnesota. Then beat San Antonio with 60 wins. Then beat the Thunder, the defending champion, with 60 wins. That is a gauntlet. That is a nightmare. And the Thunder have to prove they can handle it. Beck. Oars regular season wins do not matter in the playoffs. 64 wins mean nothing if you lose in the second round. And right now, the matchup that scares them the most is San Antonio. Wembanyama owns Chet. The Spurs have their number. And there is no fear factor for OKC anymore. The league has caught up. The question is, can the Thunder do something about it? Can they flip the switch in the playoffs and become the team everyone thought they would be? Or are they going to be another 1 seed that gets exposed by a team that just has their number? Vince said it best. The NBA is the league of repeat champions. We have not had a repeat champion since the KD and Steph Warriors. And even they had trouble getting out of the West. So here is my question for you. Do the Oklahoma City Thunder make it out of the West? Or do the Spurs or Nuggets send them home early? Drop your take in the comments. Do you agree with Stephen A. Smith that San Antonio is OKC's nightmare matchup? And if you want more honest breakdowns of what is really happening in the NBA playoffs, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.